Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Cheryl and today I'm going to be doing this glam smoky eye with a nude lip. It's quite full beat, so to be fair I'd probably pop the shot to the shots like this, but you know, we're all different, so if you prefer a glam look or you're just wanting something for a party or for a night out, then this tutorial will be perfect for you. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and let's get started. So I've already done my brows with Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in the shade Taupe, and I also put some concealer on my eyelids and then set them down with Rimmel Stay Matte powder. For this tutorial I'm going to be using the Morphe 35O palette. This is the all mattes one. It's such a good palette, especially for full makeup looks. And I'm also going to be using the 35P palette as well. This one I'm just going to mainly use the blacks just for the smokiness on the eye, because the darkest shade in here is a dark brown and this one has a black. So I'm going to be using a combination of those two palettes. So in the crease I'm going to use a warmer shade. I want to use this one and this one here from the Morphe 35OM. And then using a fluffy crease brush I'm just going to pop those in the crease. So once I've laid down that transition, I'm then going to take a smaller brush and then blend a slightly darker shade into the crease. So with this smaller, fluffier brush, I'm just going to take this shade here at the bottom. And then I'm just applying that just here, just below where the orange has been applied. It'll just add a little bit more depth and will help us to blend the black out on the lid as well. Then I just go back in with the original blending brush and then I just make sure those are blended in nicely together. Before I lay down the black, I'm just going to take this really dark brown. This is still from the 35O palette and this is on a more dense brush, and I'm just packing that onto the lid. You don't want to take this too high up into the crease, because then that's when you start to look like you've been punched in the eye. And then when that's all laid down, I just go back in with that original brush and go back in and blend that into the crease as well. Remembering to keep that quite close in there, you don't want to bring it up here because that's when it starts looking messy. And to further deepen it up on the centre of the lid, I'm just going to take this bullet crease brush from Morphe. I'm just going to take this black shade here in the palette, and then this shade I'm just going to concentrate right towards the lash line. I just kind of create like a semicircle of it and really pack on that colour. Then you go back in with the fluffy blending brush and blend that into the brown. Little by little is always key because you can always add more. It's very hard to take away. And I'm just going back in with some more black and adding that on top again. And then I'm just going to take this tapered crease brush, this dark brown just here from this palette, and then I'm popping that just between the black and the transition colour. Yeah, again with this, don't take this too high, and then blend that in. Finished off the eyes and I added some mascara as well, just to the top lashes. I will add some fake lashes as well in a bit once the mascara has dried. But now onto the face, I'm just going to take the Rimmel Match Perfection foundation in the shade 100 Ivory. I'm a bit pale at the moment as I haven't tanned in a while. I've been giving my skin a rest. I'm just going to apply some of this straight onto my face. And then taking a Real Technique sponge, I'm just going to blend that in. I literally have got it all in my hair. Good one, Chessa. I also like to bring it down my neck, and I take it on my ears as well, and then just behind the ear, because I think it's so obvious if you don't blend your foundation in properly in all the areas around your face. You can just see where the texture's different, and especially if you haven't exactly got the right shade, you can definitely see that. Now to conceal, I'm taking the Primark My Perfect Colour Liquid Concealer in the shade Cool Sand. This one I used on my lids as well. It's got a nice medium coverage to it. I've only just been starting to use it the last few days, but it's nice and liquidy, and the formulation's quite nice on it, and it's only like £2, so you really can't go wrong. It's better than a lot of more expensive ones that I've tried. So I'm just taking this on all the areas to conceal, so under my eyes, on my forehead here, on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, and my chin. And then I'm just going to blend that concealer in with the sponge again. I'm so hungry, like I can literally like feel my stomach growling. I hope it's not making a loud noise. So embarrassing. That always happens to me in like the most awkward situation as well. Like I'll be like in public and it's quiet, like if you're on a bus or something or on a train and it's silent and you can just hear my stomach rumbling away. It's because I have to eat my food in like, I don't really like having like one big meal. I'd rather like have smaller meals throughout the day. Before I put any powder or anything on my face, I'm going to try these liquid chrome highlighter drops again. These are in the shade Beam Me Up. It's a really nice like sort of pale gold. But these don't really work over powder. So I'm just taking that on tops of my cheekbones. And I'm just taking the Real Techniques buffing brush and I'm just going to buff those into the skin. I think if you put them on before you put anything else on, like as in any powders and stuff, they're much easier to work with. Just taking any excess just above my brow here and really blending everything into the foundation. Then I'm just going to go back in under the eyes and make sure that concealer is fully blended in. Eyes crease very quickly, so I always have to go back in. And then I'm taking this Real Techniques brush and the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'm just going to set underneath my eyes. And I'm just setting all the areas that I would usually set. So like my forehead in the centre there, My hair's getting involved. Down the sides of my face, my smile lines, and my nose. Then I'm taking the Nip+Fab Light Contour Kit and an angled brush, and I'm just taking the medium contour shade from that palette, and I'm just going to chisel out my cheekbones. And then I like to take it along my forehead as well. Just gently down the sides of my nose. I don't like a harsh contour on my nose. And then just under my bottom lip, along that pesky jawline. For bronzer, I'm taking this contour brush and then the Vivid Beige bronzer from Makeup Revolution in the shade Golden Days. And I'm just taking a small amount of this on each cheek. And I'm just merging that contour in with the highlight. Now I'm taking the Satin Coral Satin Touch blush from Essence, just on the same brush as well, and then I'm just popping that on the apples of the cheeks and just sweeping upwards. Now for an extra pop of glow, I'm taking the W7 Glowcomotion highlighter, and I'm taking my Primark fan brush and I'm going to pop this on my collarbones as well, just to give them a little bit of glow, a little bit of something something, all about that extra life. And then I'm taking it on my nose, my cupid's bow, my cheekbones, keep that glow, shine bright like a diamond. And I always take highlighter with the brow bone. Then to finish off the under eyes, I'm just going to take the fluffy blender brush with the excess product that it's got on, and I'm just going to take that underneath the lash line. Had a little bit of black left on it, so it's just left a gentle smoke. But I am going to take the mustard shade out of the 35 Oro palette, so this one here, and I'm just running that under the lash line. That shade can come down quite low because we do want it to look quite smoky, and it helps balance out the top part of the eye makeup as well. Next I'm taking the tapered blending brush, and I'm taking the really dark brown from the 35 Oro M palette, that one there. And I'm going to run this as close to the lash line as possible, and using more of the mustard to blend it out. Now I'm adding mascara to the lower lash line, just to balance out those lashes. And to completely finish off the eyes, we want to drive some light into the inner corner because there is a lot of dark going on. To do this, I'm going in with a little detail brush from Morphe and the Liquid Chrome highlighter drops again. And then you literally want to take the tiniest amount of these because I feel like they work better on the eyes. They're really intense. See what I mean? So just pop a little bit on each corner. And then I take some on the brow bone. And on the brow bone I do just blend that in with my finger. For an extra pot and just to kind of set it in place, I'm just taking the Glowcomotion highlight just over the top of that. Then I go in with a clean fluffy brush and I just make sure that's kind of blended in nicely at the top there where we just put that highlight. Now the final step is lips. Obviously, because we've got quite a dramatic eye, I only want to have like a nude lip really. I want all the focus to be on the eyes. I really should open these lipsticks before or anything before I try and use it in a video. But that's me, and I'm done. So guess will just hang around for me to open it. You just hate when they put tape around it. It's so tacky. Anyway, I'm going to be using the Essence lip liner in shade 11 in the nude, and then this, which I've never used before, it's one of the Stay Matte liquid lip colours from Rimmel. This was in the shade, I think, mocha. Yeah, mocha, however you say it. So I'm just going to line my lips first. And then I'm going to take this Rimmel lipstick. It smells so strong. Like, I think it's meant to smell like sweets or something, or cupcakes. And I'm just going to take a concealer brush with a slight amount of concealer. And it just tidies the lips up a little bit. So I'm just going to add some lashes and I'll be right back. So I just popped on these lashes. These are just from Eyelure, the Enchanted ones, After Dark, hashtag mermaids are cool. We all know mermaids are cool, let's be honest. So this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful in some way. If not, I hope you enjoyed watching it. But yeah. I'd be so grateful if you could subscribe to my channel and click the alert bell so you're notified of future videos. And also my social media links are down in the description bar as well. So if you could go check those out, I'd be so grateful. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you later. I'm going to sneeze. Compose yourself, girl. If this chatter doesn't stop creaking.